Welcome back, friends. In this video, we will be seeing about origin and conduction of cardiac impulses. And to have you engaged, I have come up with an idea to send the Google Forms with maybe some 3 to 4 questions for each video that you could see it in the descriptions below. You could try to answer it, and also the answers will be shown immediately after you submit. So please see that and in this, the special learning objectives are the special excitatory and the conductive system that is present in the heart, that is unique, and also how it is controlled, and how is the cardiac impulse is controlled, and how is the contraction of the heart controlled, and also what are the disorders that can happen when there is a problem in any of these. So what does the heart do? The heart basically has to produce the impulse by itself. We will see that the heart doesn't get any impulse from the outside, but it will get self-excited, and also these impulses have to transverse from the origin, then to the transmitting parts, and then finally to the muscles, and finally these muscles have to respond to the impulses arrived, that the impulses are conducted from one part to another, and from the conduction these muscles have to respond by contraction. So atria will contract a little earlier than ventricles to allow ventricular filling. We will see that. And after that, we will see about the special excitatory and the conductive system that is present in the heart. The heart has basically a special nodal system called as the SA node, AV node, Purkinje fibers, AV bundle, and all these conductive system. In this, the SA node, AV node, and Purkinje fibers are special cells that can self-excite themselves. That is, they can produce the impulses themselves. SA node is specific. If you want to know, SA node is present around here. SA node is present around here, near to the opening of the superior vena cava, and the AV node will be present somewhere here, near to the septum, interatrial septum. The Purkinje fibers will be present along the ventricular muscles. So how does the SA node generate the impulses? In our last video we saw that what is the basis for the cardiac impulses, how are the impulses generated, and in this video we will just see how is it transversing from one part to another. And this ability to make a self-excite is very unique and is very specialized to cardiac system, and these cells are called the cells that have this property are called as the pacemaker cells, or called as the P cells. So what is from the SA node? The impulse is created in the SA node. It has to transverse through the atrial, through the atria to the AV node, because it has to reach through the AV node and then to the successive part. It can reach the atria through the muscles, or it has a special route that is called as the interatrial band. Interatrial band is having a speciality in that the normal cells will have a speed of around conduction speed of around 0.3 meter per second, but these bands will have a velocity of more than 1 meter per second. So in this way these can help the conduction. So there are 3 interatrial bands present between the internodal branch that is present between the SA node and the AV node, the anterior, posterior, and the middle one. Anterior, posterior, and the middle one. Apart from this, the SA node will also have apart from the internodal bands, it also have bands called as the Bachmann's band. These Bachmann bands are such that the SA node impulses are conducted towards the left atrium. From the right atrium, the SA node impulses are conducted towards the left atrium. These bands special bands are called as the Bachmann's band, and this type of bands are called as the Thorell's band. These are the Thorell's band, these are the Bachmann's band. This is the simplest heart I could draw, I'm sorry for that. So after the SA node impulses reaches the atria, it has to so this will allow the depolarization of the atria. SA node impulses will allow the atria to contract. Atria will contract, and this will allow all blood from the atria to come into the ventricles, right? All the blood in the atria will come towards the ventricle. So what will happen if the SA node impulses reaches the AV node, and without any delay it reaches through the ventricle So the atrial contraction and the ventricle atria and ventricle will contract together. What will happen when they contract together? There will be no time for ventricles to fill up. The ventricles will be just pumping out empty chamber because there is no time given for the blood to fill in the ventricles, right? So that is why the AV node has intrinsic nature. Because of intrinsic nature, we will see that there is a little gap junction, there are reduced gap junction, and this will reduce the speed of conduction by around 0.11 second. So the impulses are generated from the SA node. It will take around it will take around 0.3 second to reach the atria, AV node. From the AV node, there is a delay of SA node to AV node. There is a delay time of 0.03 seconds. At the AV node, there is a delay of 0.11 second. From the AV node, it will take around another 0.02 seconds to reach the bundle of His. From there, another 0.03 seconds to reach the Purkinje, and finally the ventricle muscle. So this is how it happens. So there is a delay of 0.11 seconds in the AV node that will allow the atria to contract before the ventricles. That is very necessary for the cardiac filling. So so what is the time duration that happens between the AV node system? For the AV nodes alone, 0.11 second. For the between the AV node to bundle of is 0.02 seconds. So there is 0.13 second delay totally. And from AV node to Purkinje fiber, including the 0.03 seconds, there is a delay of 0.016 seconds. So what is the cause of the slow conduction in the AV node? Because of the reduced gap junction. There are few more gap junctions than present in the SA nodal. We see that a special syndrome called as the Wolff-Parkinson White syndrome. This is a syndrome that arises due to problems in the AV node. Because we said that the AV node has a delay of 0.011 second, it helps in the ventricular filling. But there is another pathway called as the bundle of Kent that doesn't have any properties of delay. There will be no delay. So the impulses that are traveling through the SA node will travel through the bundle of Kent and reach the ventricles. Because there is no time for ventricular filling, we see that an event called heart debility is seen. Heart debility is just a simple thing which means that the ability of the heart to pump out a good quantity of blood is reduced. Because there is no blood accumulating in the ventricles, the amount of blood pumped out is also going to be reduced. This can be treated by using radio frequency catheter ablation. We will see what this technique in a separate video. As of now, it is just this technique is used. So after reaching the AV node, it has to pass through the Purkinje system throughout the ventricle to reach the ventricle. It is seen that the Purkinje system has the highest rate of conduction of any impulse. We see that the SA node has the highest pacemaker rate, right? Highest ability to give the heart rate. But on the other hand, Purkinje will have the highest rate of conduction. So the conduction through the Purkinje system will be faster. It is said to be around 1.5 to 4 meter per second. So this will allow the instantaneous. After it, there is a delay of 0.11. It will immediately pass through the entire ventricles around 0.03 second. So you can see how fast it is. For this small distance, there is around 0.03 second. But for the total the transmission through the ventricles, there is only another 0.3 seconds. So what is the reason for this fast rate in Purkinje? Because of the high number of gap junctions. There are a huge number of gap junctions that will allow that will ease the transmission through the ventricular muscles. So do you think that why can't the system transmit impulses in the reverse direction? there is a unique property to the AV bundle that will make that the conduction is just one way. So the conduction doesn't happen in the other way. There is only one way transmission, because and also there is a fibrous separation between the atria and the ventricles. So there is no alternate route for the impulses to transfer from the atria to the ventricle. It has to take only the AV nodal system and the AV bundle system. So after we see that after traveling from the AV bundle, it will take us some 5 millimeter to 15 millimeter as a single band, and after that it will divide into two bands, the right bundle and the left bundle. The right bundle and the left bundle. The right bundle will supply the right ventricles, and the left bundle will supply the left ventricle. This will lie beneath the endocardium on the two respective sides. And after that, these Purkinje fibers will go through the ventricle mass and finally become continuous with the cardiac muscles. So the flow is such that first SA node, then AV node, AV bundle, Purkinje fibers, and finally transmit through the ventricular mass. All the ventricular meter will end through the ventricular muscles. So in the ventricular muscles, we see that the rate is again very low. Ventricular muscle, the rate is just 0.5 to 0.3, as low as 0.3 to 0.5 meter per second. The velocity is so slow. So that is why after reaching the terminating in the Purkinje fibers, the rate decreases. And also you have to see that the flow is not just through the cross section we are seeing. It is not only from the SA node to the AV node, then to the ventricular muscles. It also has to transmit from one layer of the heart to the outer layer, from the subendocardial layer to the epicardial layer, and this will take around one layer of the muscle to the other layer. For this will take around 0.06 seconds. So for it to reach here, it will take a 0.3 seconds, and after here it has to transmit through the ventricular muscle, and another 0.06 seconds will take. So I hope you would have understood. It starts from the SA node and the internodal branch bundles, bundles or the band. It will reach the AV node, where there is a delay of 0.11 second. After that, it will pass through the AV bundle, to pass on through as the Purkinje system, and will terminate as the ventricular muscles. So there is a time, if you see about the time, there is 0.03 seconds here, a delay of 0.11 seconds, and from here to here another 0.02 seconds, 0.03 seconds, some 0.03 seconds. So totally it will take around 0.19 seconds to carry the impulses from the SA node to the AV node. So we have seen how the cardiac impulses are originating and how are they transmitting, and we will finally see about how they are controlled. The sinus node is basically generally the normal. Sinus SA node or the sinoatrial node is generally the pacemaker. Also, we already know that the AV node, also the Purkinje, both of these have the intrinsic ability to create be pacemakers, but they are generally suppressed by the SA node. SA node will suppress or keep them inhibited or in inactive state. So we will see the reason why it is so. Because the SA node is creating impulse at a rate of they are creating at a rate of 72 beats per minute. AV node 40 beats per minute. Purkinje 15 or something to 25 BPM beats per minute. So the SA node will create the impulses and it will send it to the AV node, and also from the AV node to the Purkinje. As the impulses reach the AV node, it will begin to self-excite. The potential will rise from the least value towards the threshold. But before it reaches the threshold, there is again this again a new potential will come, and again it will push it towards the newer value. So AV node is never allowed. AV node and Purkinje are both never allowed to reach the allowed to reach the threshold. So they are kept at the sub-threshold level, so that at the normal stages both AV node and the Purkinje are not the pacemakers. It is just the sinoatrial node which is the pacemaker. But in certain stages where the AV node and the Purkinje becomes abnormal AV node and Purkinje, it can be such that these become the pacemakers. Or first reason. The second reason is that the transmission from the SA node to the AV node, SA node to AV node is blocked. So there is a block between the transmission of impulses from the SA node to AV node. Since it is not suppressed at this point of time, the AV impulses are not suppressed or something, they will begin to self-excite. And at this point of time, they will again become the pacemakers. So there is a special syndrome we will see, that is the Stokes-Adams syndrome. This is a very interesting syndrome that can happen, because when there is a block in the AV bundle, the impulses can reach the SA node. From the SA node it can reach the AV node, but from the AV node it can't reach the Purkinje. So the Purkinje system will become self-excited. They will get the ability to self-excite, and they will produce impulses at the rate of 15 to 40 beats per minute. This is called the Stokes-Adams syndrome. But the important thing is that as soon as the block is seen, the Purkinje fibers don't get to excite. There will be a delay of 5 to 15 seconds before the self-excitation becomes. So at this point of 5 to 15 seconds, the ventricular muscles, they don't contract. Ventricular muscle don't get the opportunity to contract, and because the heart doesn't pump any blood. When the heart doesn't pump any blood, who will supply the blood to the brain? So there is absence of blood flow to brain, and they will show symptoms of fainting, because when brain cells are strictly dependent on the regular blood flow, when there is a block for even 5 to 15 seconds, they will show fainting. And after that, the Purkinje fibers, there is a special property, as you may know. The Purkinje fibers are so active, are having a great velocity, that as soon as the Purkinje terminates in the ventricular muscles, from the starting, from the ending, there is a small time as such, 0.02 seconds. There is a very small time of 0.02 seconds. So it is just instantaneous from the beginning to the termination, so that the ventricular contraction is synchronous. What do you mean by synchronous? All the parts of the ventricular muscles will pump together as a single part. So after all the origin and conduction, we will see finally how this is controlled. There is two control, we already know, the sympathetic and the parasympathetic. The sympathetics produce norepinephrine, but the parasympathetic produces acetylcholine. Acetylcholines are said to be negatively dromotrophic, because not just dromotrophic, chronotrophy, ionotrophy, bathmotrophic. So this will reduce the excitability, heart rate is reduced, the contraction force is reduced, contractility is reduced, force of contraction is reduced, the excitability is reduced. But on the other hand, sympathetic heart rate will increase, force of contraction will increase, contractility increases, excitability also increases. It is said to be that acetylcholine is so powerful that it can even stop the suppress the SA node for a small amount of time. It is so powerful that even it can stop the sinus node from becoming self-excited. For that particular point of time, the self-excitation stops. So the heart, the impulses doesn't reach the ventricles. So what happens then? Purkinje becomes active. Purkinje activate. So when Purkinje activate, they will take another 5 to 15 second delay, and at this point of time, heart doesn't pump out any blood after this. But of course, the SA node will control alone, the atria alone will be controlled, but the ventricles will be controlled by the Purkinje. So the ventricles are no longer under control of the SA node. So this is what called as ventricular escape. This is called as ventricular escape. So the ventricle is escaped from the influence of the SA node. But on the other hand, sympathetic will increase the cardiac rhythm and conduction. The conduction rate increases, the heart rate increases, the excitability increases, and all those increases. So in this video, we have seen that what is the function of the heart, what are the important properties the heart should exhibit, what are the important properties the heart should exhibit, what are the special excitatory and conductive systems that are present. We see that the SA node, AV node, Purkinje fibers, the bundle of his, all those are present. And how are they able to conduct, that we also saw. And how are the controlled, how are the conductions controlled, what are the two phenomena that can happen, and this associated syndromes. Stokes-Adams syndrome we have saw, and also we have seen about the Wolff-Parkinson syndrome. So with this, we end the origin and conduction of the cardiac impulse. Thank you. Bye.